Hi, good morning. Wycliffe Barrett here. Hope you're all well. And this morning I'm going to do a short vlog for Dekel on the star arrival with a ILS approach. See you on the other side of the trailer.
Here we have the Cardiff 1 Alpha 1 Echo chart open. The Cardiff 1 Echo is rarely used, so we'll just stick to the Cardiff 1 Alpha, which is the most common arrival route into Cardiff runway 30, and we use this chart in conjunction with the ILS approach chart, which I'll show you in a few moments. So you're coming from the north, say Manchester or Glasgow, and when you get to Retzi, you begin your descent to flight level 160. Okay, flight level 160 by Amral. Once you get to Amral, continue on to Riles, flight level 160. But then at Dobham, or even leaving Riles, you can begin your descent to 3,000 feet, and you need to be at 3,000 feet over the Cardiff NDB, which is right over the top of the middle of the airport, 388.5. Okay, right across the middle here, between Dobham and Cardiff, you can see these stars just by cookies. You see these little stars here, and by the side of those it says SLP. SLP stands for speed limiting point. You must be at 250 knots or less by that point. Okay, and as you continue your approach to the Cardiff NDB, slowing to 220 knots. Okay, so arriving Charlie Delta Fox around about 220 knots, descending to 3,000 feet, and it's at this point that we flip over to the ILS approach chart to see how you use the two of them in conjunction together. Okay, so the ILS approach chart, very clear, and we've arrived at Charlie Delta Fox at 3,000 feet, and we need to take a heading out here, okay, at 3,000 feet to DME 8 miles. DME 8 miles there. Alright. Once you get to DME 8, you need to begin your left hand turn to capture the ILS, descending to 2,200 feet. You see it here on the chart. Okay, so you arrive at this point 2,200 feet, which is, you begin your turn at DME 8, you'll go out to approximately 9.5–10 miles as you continue the left hand turn to capture the localizer, and then at DME 6 miles with no speed restriction, you'll capture the glide slope and descend on the glide slope to runway 30. It can be slightly confusing when you have to use two charts in conjunction, such as here at Cardiff, but once you get used to the idea, it's quite straightforward. If air traffic control is on, in VATSIM for example, they will vector you to the ILS, and the vectoring to the ILS will be entirely different from the star, because they'll take you off the star at one point and begin to give you vectors to the ILS, and generally you will come from the north side to capture, so down to approximately 5 miles before the airport, and then vectoring around to the ILS. But I'll show you about that on another vlog. Hope this has been helpful, Dekel, and if you have any questions, anybody, put them on the Facebook page and we'll get them done.